right, here she goes. She's going to flip the hour, and then the deadly hour will begin. Oh, the sands of time have turned, and it's begun. Welcome, Mary Pascoe.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Wow, it's been... Well, I saw you recently. Let's talk about it now.
Okay.
So, I actually know kind of where you live, because I once saw you at a Smart and Final. That Smart and Final. I won't say the area, but I saw you from afar. You were coming in, and I was leaving, and I was like, I'll see her around. Like we were doing something. I was also high out of my mind, so that was part of it. And then, I posted something on Facebook. I was like, "Who's on Spotify?" And then you're like, "I'm on Spotify." I'm like, "Cool." So I've been listening. We'll talk about that stuff too. And then I think you made a comment on our music video, and I was like, "Oh, very cool!" Like she saw our music video, and then we ran into each other where you work, where I won't say, but yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
That was so crazy.
That was so weird.
And literally, I was so busy at that moment, and that's like the worst thing when you want to talk to someone, and you randomly see them, and you're like, but all these people are like looking at me like I need this and I need that.
Right. Oh wow, you played it off real well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Years of practice.
Yeah, for sure. But it was cool seeing you. I was like, God, she looks just like Mary. And you're like, hi, my name's Mary. I'm like, Mary Pascoe.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh man.
So how you been?
I've been doing real well. How have you been?
I've been good. Let me turn this down. I have some music in the background. All right. Yeah. So where did we meet? I want to say the what's that place?
Universal Bar and Grill.
Universal Bar and Grill. I wanted to say NoHo, which is in NoHo.
Yeah.
UBG.
Good old UBG.
Good old UBG. With Jonathan Zadok.
Yeah.
How do you know Jonathan Zadok?
Let's see.
Who's a promoter
I've known
and
him
musician.
for years and years. Like maybe like 12 years or something.
Wow.
And we met, the same way that you and I met, just doing shows.
Okay.
And then we ended up starting to put shows together.
Yeah.
And producing together. And
that
was really fun. He's a good dude, and now he's moved away, and that's
I know.
sucks, but, I'm happy for him.
Yeah. It seems like he's doing pretty good up there where he's at, but
they
good
look
for
happy.
him. Yeah, they really do.
I love Kovali too. Like, she's such a sweetheart.
She's really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I met her. I think I've only met her like once or twice, but every time she's been huge doll.
She's sunshine.
Yeah. Oh, it was at her birthday. It was at his birthday, and she made him a crazy cake. That was delicious.
Aww.
I remember that. I think you might have been there too.
I think I was probably.
Maybe.
I feel like I was probably always there.
Yeah. So, you were just kind of hiding in on the rafters, looking down like, oh, these guys.
That's what I do.
Yeah. So, where do you come from, Mary? Where are you born and raised here?
I come from a small, very small town in Michigan.
Oh.
It's called Battle Creek.
Really?
It's where they make Kellogg's cereal.
Nice.
So the whole town smells like cornflakes. And Tony the Tiger kind of shows up at every big event.
Oh, wow. Wow,
the
really?
real Tony the Tiger. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, I believe it.
Yeah?
It's in Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Cool.
it was a great place to grow up, but I've always had my big city dreams.
Yeah.
So I really couldn't wait to get out of there.
Yeah.
And
So
then I
why
went to,
LA?
Well,
Or is that a whole thing?
let me just tell
Okay,
you.
please.
Oh, jeez. Well, okay, so first, since I was in such a rush to get out, I graduated early, so I was only going to be 16, and my mom was like, I really wanted to go to New York right away, actually. My mom was like, you're too young to go to New York. This is not allowed. And my sister just so happened to be in college already at Wellesley College in Massachusetts, where Hillary Clinton went.
Oh.
So my mom was like, you either stay here and go to community college, or I guess you can go to Wellesley because Teresa will be able to watch you.
Yeah,
Which,
yeah.
by the way, she did not. Like, she was off partying.
Sure.
So that was where I went first. And then when I graduated, I was thinking New York, but I was like, if I move to New York, I'm probably never going to leave because I love it so much. Oh. I was like, I should try LA first.
Oh, wow.
So, moved to LA and fell in love and never left.
And this is like 21, 22?
I think that I was 22 when I moved here, yeah.
And what was like the goal, the dream, if I may ask?
Well, when I was about 4 years old, I fell in love with a little show called Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah.
And I really, that's what I want to do, is be silly characters and do silly songs like Adam Sandler and just be like, that, like the Tina Fey type person in general in
but with
life.
a guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, it would be great to have a career kind of similar to Adam Sandler's, do movies and such and whatnot. But pretty much, I'm just happy doing anything entertainment-wise.
Yeah, for sure. Who are your people? You said Adam Sandler.
Yes. The time that I was like super duper obsessed was like Dana Carvey and Mike Myers. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then right after that, it was like the David Spade, Chris Farley time. Right. The Gap Girls. I don't know if you ever saw that sketch, but
probably. I've seen it all, but I can't remember names.
Okay, it was so good. It was Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, and David Spade as girls who worked at the Gap.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
And then Rob Schneider, who I also adore, was like the Donut Hut girl.
Right.
Oh man, that's the kind of stuff that I want to make. Things like really weird, just like, what am I watching? Right. I love to make people say, huh?
I love watching like the history behind all that stuff. Like they were like really like rebels. Did you know that about those guys?
Think I've heard this part.
Dana Carvey and Adam Sandler, they were making like crude humor, which was hilarious to us, but like back then SNL was a little more more respected at the time, before that, with like Mike Myers and Dana Carvey, even though it was like silly, it was still a little highbrow. And then these guys are making gay jokes. Wow. And apparently they were like, oh, the bad boys of comedy, like, now it's like nothing, of course. Yeah. But back in the day, it was like a big deal. Yeah, I love hearing about I'm fascinated with SNL and its history and all the people that came from there and the talent. It's fascinating.
Yeah, I keep thinking like almost all the people that I respect and admire the most started at SNL. Yeah, so like, sure. I mean, someday I would love to be a cast member. Yeah. But that would be.
I'd love to play on SNL. I'd love as a musician. As a
musician.
To rock the place and then you play two songs and then just hang out with the cast. Yeah, I don't care which cast.
I would love to see you do that, and I would encourage you to be in a couple sketches. Sometimes they have.
That's true. They do. Yeah. Yes. It's always the last sketch though, at the very end of the night. But those are always the weirdest one. I've noticed the last one is always the weirdest. It's great. There was one where they had like what's his name from Foo Fighters. I'm terrible with names.
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl. Yeah, he was on there, and I think Foo Fighters were playing, and he was in the last sketch, and they're playing it's like a wedding band sketch. I can't speak. By the way, I'm super hungover. Aww. I took dry January, and I stopped. I started drinking again February 1st. Okay. So I am very hungover. I cleaned my room in a frenzy at 4 because I was seriously like sleeping in until then. So I'm still a little like.
You seem.
What?
You seem to be doing great. I never would have known.
Oh, good. I drank a lot of water and ate a big ass burrito, so that helps.
That's the way to do it.
Anyways, SNL. Yeah. Fun stuff. I'd love to. Oh, the Dave Grohl sketch. So yeah, it's just it was just some silly sketch. I can't even remember right now. So when did you pick up a guitar?
I was really obsessed with guitars in general for a few years. I was one of the theater kids, and so, inevitably at every theater after party, someone's going to whip out a guitar.
Oh, snap.
And so this guy, Kevin, was always playing, and I was like, wow, like, that's what I want to do. And so I begged my mom, I really want a guitar. We didn't grow up with like a whole lot of money, so like that was like a huge ask, and it was a huge get when I finally got it for my high school graduation present.
Hell yeah!
And I never put it down ever since. Like it, it's awesome.
And then is that where you started writing your first songs?
I actually started playing piano when I was younger.
Yeah, right.
So I would always make up songs on the piano.
Yeah.
I think that it's a little easier to write songs on guitar, though. I don't know why that is. But for me, anyway, they flow out even more so. And so I had only written a few songs on the piano, but as soon as I got the guitar, it was on.
And were they like silly songs and stuff, or was it all kind of all over the place?
It was mostly more serious. Like, I was really into Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah.
And I really just wanted to be exactly like her.
Right. Well, that was the interesting thing. When I looked you up on Spotify, like I had heard of the Raging Peanuts. Jonathan Zadok told me about the Raging Peanuts and how good you guys were. And then when you shared it, I started listening to it. It was really funny. There's some really good, really funny stuff on there.
Thanks.
And then I looked up your solo album, and I just assumed it was going to be more comedy. And it was not at all. It was like some serious songs, and you're like belting and like you should have told me or whatever. I don't know. But
that sums it up perfectly. That's you should have told me.
Yeah, I forget how it goes, but it was cool. I was surprised. And there's one like just instrumental song where you're playing piano. That was really cool.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, good stuff. But it's weird because I know you as a solo doing comedic songs, and it was hilarious. By the way, I still remember. When did that all kind of start?
Well, when I moved out to LA, I started a web series with this guy Corey, who ended up being in the Raging Peanuts with me. And because we were both actors, we did this web series, but we played musicians on it. Oh. And so for one of the episodes, we were like, let's write a song for this. And he actually, like, I have to give him props because he is the one who kept being like, where's the funny? Where's the funny? This web series needs to be funny. Yeah. And I was kind of doing it like you should have told me. Yeah. And he was like, no, it needs to be funny. So we wrote a song about Taco Bell. Yeah. And why do they not deliver? And that was a song we just wrote it for the web series, and then we kept kind of playing. I taught him how to play guitar actually. So we would play together all the time, and then we were like, let's take this, out to the people. Take it live,
yeah.
And so
awesome.
I was playing a solo show at the Whiskey, and I was like, you should come on stage with me at the end. Nice. And that was kind of when the Raging Peanuts were born.
Wow, nice. Dan, look at you. Okay, so you started doing solo stuff before the Raging Peanuts. I don't know why in my head I thought that's kind of where you started, was doing Raging Peanuts. So you're doing solo stuff
in college.
In college?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to open for Jill Sobule, who sang the original I Kissed a Girl song before Katy Perry came along.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, okay, that's her. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and she's awesome. And it was, that was, Wellesley is an all-women's college, so it was a very Lilith Fair kind of a vibe, really folky songs, and I would go and do shows, and it was very different than doing comedy. Which once I started doing the comedy, it was just so fun because everyone is laughing and having a good time. And when you're up there singing about like your drama and like the sad things that happen to you at a bar, people are like, dude, I'm trying to have a good time. Like, what is she doing?
Yeah, sure.
So it's a little,
Oh, that's funny.
More fun to do the funny stuff.
It's super fun, yeah. And it worked out with you and Jonathan Zadok, because Jonathan writes some funny songs, and you two kind of it was smart for you two to play together.
Oh, thank you.
We still sing Bring Your Bong Along.
Oh man, John, he's so good.
Yeah, he's good. But damn. All right, cool. And then you said you're an actress as well.
Yes.
Is it? Well, I'm assuming just more comedy. Have you ever done stand up?
I do. Yeah, I do stand up.
Oh, you do stand up too? Mm-hmm. Oh wow, look at you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
With my stand up, there were a lot of times when I went up and just did regular straight stand up with no guitar. Uh-huh. But I noticed when I bring the guitar, even if I just do like regular stand up for 10 minutes and then bring out the guitar at the end.
Yeah.
The audience lights up. Like,
oh, really?
It's a crazy difference. So I don't so much do it without the guitar anymore.
Yeah. It's funny because I've heard the opposite, that usually people are like kind of groan when they see a comedian with a guitarist. And have you ever experienced that?
Well, I think it was actually John who said that, pardon me, that most quote unquote, comedic musician, comedian persons are not really musicians. So I think that people maybe aren't expecting them to actually be able to play the guitar. It's kind of like,
I see.
I have seen people like this where they're just not very good at it. This is the problem.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, interesting.
The guitar is more like a prop.
Right.
And they don't know what they're doing with it.
Yeah.
So it's, a big difference.
And kind of a shield, I think, sometimes to kind of like they have to wear that in order to,
Now, other comedians do groan because they know that it adds such a huge element and it's just so much then when they go on, it's kind of like they have to do something to bring that,
Right.
I'm not going to feel bad for the people who have to follow me, but I understand.
Yeah, they just have to try harder. So, whatever. Were you ever influenced, or do you appreciate other people that do what you do, like Stephen Lynch? I know is one guy. What are your thoughts on him and other guys that do it?
Actually know if I have heard Stephen Lynch.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's good. He's really funny. Guitar player. It's all songs. It's all music, and the lyrics are ridiculous.
All right.
He did D&D. Does a really funny D&D song about being a huge nerd.
I never played D&D, but I probably would have loved it if I did.
I just started playing it, actually, and it's really fun. It's real fun.
I think I could see myself getting too wrapped up in it and taking it to the extreme.
Oh, yeah. You can spend hours and hours.
Yeah, I should probably not try.
Yeah, no, I know. And then, so you're working on, you have like a podcast too now?
Yeah, I just started it a few months ago. It's called Mary Gets It.
Yeah.
Because I want to get it. And, it's all about like trying to figure out things. And,
I see.
And there are definitely a lot of things I don't get.
What do you mean? Like as far as
a lot of like
life,
the motivations behind people's actions,
Okay.
like in the most recent episode, I'm talking about this lady who, had a fake allergy. And like, why do you have fake allergies at restaurants, when I'm waiting on you? You don't have to like pretend you're allergic to something and then get mad at me when I say that the thing you're ordering has it in it. And she was like, no, I had it Friday and it was fine. I'm like, okay, well, then you're not allergic.
Then you're not allergic. You're okay. Weird.
It's drama. They love the drama.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dealing with customers is something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sure is.
You get a lot of material from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm crying on the inside.
Well, I also noticed something. I think one of your recent videos was about like social media. And
probably.
And no, but it was around like, I don't know, people expecting you to be one way or something.
Oh,
and
the
not.
clingy people?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is a huge problem.
Yeah.
It's a huge problem in my life. There, you get so many friend requests, and I think most people probably don't accept them, but I try to be nice and accept them.
So
and then
sure.
I end up regretting it a lot of the time.
People message you.
too many.
And the DMs.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They're sliding into them DMs.
Yeah, until they say some gross things.
Oh yeah, the people who say the gross things get an immediate block.
Right.
Like, I don't even want to play. But the people who are like, they just keep saying like, hi, hello.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, hello, question mark. And you're like, I'm at work. Like, leave me alone. They get mad.
It's so weird. I don't get it. All that sort of stuff. Like, you're supposed to respond back in like 2 seconds.
Right. Like,
it's weird.
Yeah. Where is the line? Because I feel like before we had that messenger thing for Facebook, it was more expected that you could take your time with Facebook messages. And now people think of it as like a text.
Right. No, exactly. Well, it is for me. It is on my phone. Because it's like, it pops up. It's right there.
Oh, yeah. I do not have the pop-up notifications.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
that would drive me crazy.
Yeah, well, I only have like 2 people that really talk to me on no, three like 2 groups and 2 people. And then there's one promoter. I'm not gonna say who or where from. But he's just always telling me about shows. And he's always like, hey, the show's happening, and I'll give a thumbs up, and he's like, show up. I don't know, that's the tone that I get. It just says show up, and that's the tone that I think he's saying, like, show up. Like, I don't know, he's trying to get people to come to shows, and
not the way to do it.
And then he'll ask me, like, hey, do you want to, I should just tell him. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, because I just ignore his messages, and he just continues every week, every show that he has that he's promoting, like, hey, come to the show, come to the show, come to the show. And I'm like, bro, just please stop. It's too much.
Yeah, I encourage you to tell him.
Tell him to fuck off. Yeah, so are you going to start screening these people now when you...
I'm going to have to do something. Yeah. Because, oh man, it's like... And the other thing that I'm sure that you're dealing with too is this is like an Instagram problem where all these people follow you, and then as soon as you follow them, they unfollow you. What is that?
They want to look like they're more popular than they are, so they get follows, and then they show, oh, look at how less people I follow. It's so weird. Yeah, it's rude. Yeah, it's rude. There's an etiquette to this, guys.
Yeah, you're supposed to say thank you for following me, not like see ya.
Yeah. So, follow for follow. No, that's a constant thing.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
I found like a website that encouraged people to do this, and I was like, what? Yeah. Why? I should report this website, but to whom?
To who? Yeah. Yeah, don't do the Better Business Bureau because they are fake, apparently.
Oh, gee.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Ooh, this is a conspiracy theory. Real?
Well, if you look it up, there's no. Yeah, you make a complaint. They're not a real agency. And you can just call yourselves a bureau. They are a real thing, and they can like try and take action, but they have no real authority. Yeah, I thought that was weird.
I'm gonna report the Better Business Bureau to the Better Business Bureau.
To the actual Better Business Bureau.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. So what was it like growing up in Michigan? I don't know. You were from Michigan. That's cool.
Oh. Thanks. Yeah, it's
Battle Creek.
Battle Creek.
What happened there in history?
There was a battle at the creek.
Okay.
I actually don't even know, to be honest.
Okay. I was like, what, war? I assumed, don't they tell you guys these things like?
Probably, but maybe
care.
Like first grade, and then I forgot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, good point. Did you grow up public school?
Public school for many years, and then I was having a real tough time in 7th grade, let me tell you, because I was a super nerd, like,
oh, really?
The whole glasses, braces, and awkward, shy,
hard time, like, making friends?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
You, Mary Pascoe? No, yeah.
And, it was rough, and so my mom, she's an angel. She sent me to a much smaller, nicer Catholic school for a couple years.
Oh, wow.
So I was a Catholic school girl.
Yeah.
And it was great, I mean, I was still my awkward, weird, shy self, but I wasn't it wasn't as hard to go every day.
Yeah.
And then I did end up going back to the public school because the small school just didn't have. It was so small. It didn't have a theater program.
Oh.
I couldn't do any plays. It didn't have competitive cheerleading, which was very important to me.
Sure.
And,
these things are important to you
yeah,
when you're like,
so-
14, 15, yeah.
So it was mostly public school, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I have this feeling you had went to Catholic school. I don't know why. I went to Catholic school. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know why I assumed. I was like, I don't know. She seems like
Interesting.
she dealt with some nuns.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Yes.
I just get that vibe. And I was right. Hey, so there we go. Yeah, but were the nuns nice to you?
Yeah, actually.
Well, if you're like a huge nerd, then yeah, they're gonna be nice. They're gonna be nice to you. I noticed that.
Yeah.
All the nerds and brothers that I went to, because I was a huge nerd, so they're all real nice to me.
You a nerd? No.
No, yeah. But I did all the plays actually. I was an actor myself.
Lovely.
Yeah, hence kind of the theatrical parts of some of the music, that we do. So, but I just couldn't. I can't see myself acting. I used to be on a web series, too, but I just like music. I was like, you know what? I'm going to focus all my time to music, but that's for me.
Probably the smart thing to do, to be honest.
I'm not saying what's right or what's not, just for me, I just, it would be too much. I'm in 3 freaking bands, for Christ's sake, so that's a bit nutty in and of itself.
It is quite nutty. But I applaud you for it.
Well,
I couldn't do it.
And where are you? And you're not performing as much.
I have scaled it back because I really I have a dream.
Yeah. Preach.
To be a YouTube celebrity. Isn't that beautiful?
No, that's great.
I just hit my
That's
head.
great. Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna
I'm good.
Yeah, okay.
I'm good. I just get that excited about YouTube.
Yeah.
No, I mean, wouldn't that be? Don't you just don't you look at these people and you're like, wow, like they're living the dream? I don't know if you watch Shane Dawson.
No.
He's my favorite YouTuber, and he's like, the things that he makes, I feel like I'm watching Netflix. Like it's that level. Like it's
nice.
Great.
Oh yeah.
And he's making so much money even just off the ads,
right.
And then they
Patreon.
do sponsored videos now and merchandise.
No, totally.
So I've been on YouTube since it started. Basically, I was like one of the first people.
Yeah.
I ended up getting kicked off YouTube. Because probably, they actually never told me why, but I think it was probably because of one of the Raging Peanuts songs, because it might have gone over the line. I'm not sure, because they never told me. It's okay. I just made a new channel.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I never, I didn't take it, super, super seriously.
Sure.
And I think that, now I'm really trying to focus on that and the podcast a little bit more so.
Okay.
And writing new songs, of course, always. So.
And putting it on YouTube.
Yeah.
No, it's great. Yeah, YouTube is a great outlet to kind of get your voice out there. Yeah, no, I follow. That's all I watch now is YouTube. Like there was a time where I only watched YouTube. I didn't have Netflix, Hulu. I didn't have any of that. I have Netflix now, but I barely. I know. It's my cousin's. I don't even pay for it. I just use my cousin's account. But I hardly watch it. Like if I want to watch some random movie that I haven't seen, I'll watch it. But like I saw The Godfather, I think in October, and that was it. And Bandersnatch, by the way, which is really. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so good, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I love all Black Mirror.
Me too.
So, yeah. Oh, nice.
Totally.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's come back to Black Mirror. We were talking about YouTube, so I watch a lot of YouTube. And there's Patrick Willems. Do you know Patrick Willems?
I do not.
He's really good. Well, I'm a huge movie geek.
Okay.
So I went to film school.
Nice.
And did all that stuff. So I love movies. And this guy, he just talks. I just watch a lot of people that talk about movies, and there's a lot of them on there on YouTube. But some of them are like Netflix quality, really good. Patrick Willems is one of those. Okay. His stuff is just sharp, and it's there, and he's fun. Ralph the Movie Maker is good. YourMovieSucks.org. Have you heard of this guy?
No.
He's crazy.
I like crazy people.
Yeah, he has 3 channels. He does a movie review channel. He has he's real big apparently. He has a music channel. He's a musician, and it's only his music. And then he has a gaming channel where he just like plays games and talks about it with his friends and stuff.
All right.
And they're all popular. And I think Blondie covered one of his songs.
What?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It's crazy.
All right.
So, but he's like a kid. He's just this like genius kid. But,
like how?
I think he's older now, but like when he started, I think he was 19.
Nice.
I think he might be in his mid-20s now.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. No, but hey, shit. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna keep doing this until I croak.
Yeah.
And you know, whatever happens. Anyways, no. What I'm saying is like I'll be making music. Mm-hmm. I still want to put more stuff on you. That's what I was gonna say. I'm still gonna put stuff on YouTube, and that's what I feel like was lacking last year. I wasn't putting enough things on YouTube, and I want to make more music videos.
Yeah.
Where are you around music videos?
Yeah, I love making music videos.
The best, right?
It's so fun.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Oh,
you get to see a visual aspect to your song, and it's fun, and yeah. Do you have music videos? I'm sure you do.
I do, and they're just, I made them myself, you know?
Oh, nice.
Just like everything.
Yeah.
Like all my YouTube stuff is like
it's
just
all you.
me.
Yeah.
Like,
no, good. That's
selfie.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's so much fun.
That'd be a fun music video. You just have a chronology of all these like selfies. Like the whole music video is just that.
That's beautiful.
It's just like different like selfies like throughout the whole thing. Like ba. It's all you. And it's a song about, I don't know.
This is a thing.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do this.
Yeah. So back to Black Mirror. How great of a show was that?
Oh my gosh. It's literally like, I can't ever stop thinking about it. It's always in the back of my
really?
mind. Like, because here's the thing. It's not that far in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Black Mirror is today.
Yeah.
You know, this stuff is happening now.
It is.
It's creepy.
Yeah, there's that one episode where you rank each other. People get to rank you, and apparently that is happening in China. That's
so
weird.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Bryce Dallas Howard was in that.
Bryce
episode.
Dallas Howard, that's
She's
right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The fellow redhead, you know, I gotta support her.
Gotta support the redheads out there. You know how much they get shit on.
Yeah,
it's the worst, especially women redheads. People don't like them. I don't know what it is about it. Yeah, people, right? I'm kidding. No, it's the opposite. People love redheads.
That's what I think.
Are you kidding? Yeah.
I'll take
I was being
when
sarcastic.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't always catch sarcasm.
Yeah.
Jeez. When I was a kid, though, no, like, people were like, ew, redhead.
Oh, really?
But, like, when you become a woman, then it flips.
People are like, whoa, who's that? Yeah.
Takes a while, though, for the flip to happen.
Oh, does it? Is that true?
Well, for me, I went through, my awkward phase lasted for like 20 years.
Yeah. But look at you now. You're making all those people jealous and everything of you out there in LA doing the thing.
Doing the thing. Living the dream.
But how crazy, though, seriously, was Bandersnatch?
Yeah. It was crazy.
You know what's even crazier? So I had such an interesting experience. I was going to go to a show, which was down the street, or I could watch Bandersnatch. I had this choice. And I was like, oh, man, if I go, like, there's going to be, like, people there that I could, like, talk to them. I'm like, no, I'll just watch Bandersnatch. And I was like, whoa, like what is this trying to tell me?
It's telling you that you didn't really have a choice.
Yeah, I guess so. I had to watch
Bandersnatch.
I had to watch Bandersnatch. Netflix does control me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's the bigger metaphor.
Totally.
And there's total spoilers, by the way. There's that part where, like, you can tell them that Netflix controls you. Oh my God, they control us. Yeah, what the hell is Netflix?
I like that meta stuff. Like, that's
they did it really. Yeah, it could really have fallen off the rails real easily, but they like managed to make it so good, so cool. And then when that game developer, the guy that he idolizes, Colin, he's just like, where they have that crazy acid trip. He's like, oh, let's just jump.
Yeah.
Just like one of us can jump. Doesn't matter.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah, right? It's so, and you're just like, what? Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I never press, the main character, I always press the other guy.
Yeah.
Who would pick? I don't know. Who are like, yeah, I'll just end this movie now.
Yeah.
So weird.
Oh man. I love that scene. Like the whole they think Pac-Man's a happy game. But
Yeah,
it's not. It's like not. It's not. You're right, Colin. wait.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah. It is. You're just you go to the right and then you just come back to the left. You're in that same maze.
It's so sad.
It's so true.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, what a bummer. Hey, you know what? Why don't you cheer us up by playing a song or two?
Sounds great.
Here, let me. Well, I'm gonna move this mic over. So
you.
so your voice will obviously be there, and this will be for your. Oh shoot! There we go.
You just let me know when that mic is ready.
Listening. What are you gonna play for us?
I'm gonna play one of my newer songs, and it's something that I think we can all relate to. And if you can't relate, then it's time to hop on board. I feel sad, no likes on my Facebook or IG. But I know how to get attention. Just wait till they all see my hospital selfie. Hospital selfie. No explanation, that is the key. You gotta have a little bit of mystery with your hospital selfie. You can do it too. Hospital selfie, just make yourself look like poo. Your ex will come running, maybe even set up a GoFundMe to pay for lab work on your pee. Use filter after filter to make yourself look sicker. Change the tint to green, try to look really unclean. No one gots to know the truth. You were only there to get that yummy cafeteria food. Hospital mashed potatoes. But since you didn't specify why, you've got 787 comments still on the rise. People like, are you okay? Oh my gosh, do you need money? Do you need soup? And you say, that'd be cool. All thanks to your beautiful, glamorous, filterific hospital selfie. Thank
That's
you.
great. Do you want to play another one?
Sure.
That's cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Play another one.
It can get lonely being a single gal in the city. Two boobs going to waste. Dang, it's quite a pity. You woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in some girl's Tecate. Then along he came, and everything changed. He said, let me get inside your taco truck, taco truck, taco truck. Let me get inside your taco truck, get all up in it with half my junk. Shorty, let me lick your Pizza Hut, Pizza Hut, Pizza Hut. Shorty, let me lick your Pizza Hut. Elephant trunk, bust that nut. Why do guys call their ding-dongs junk? Junk is something you throw away. A peener is something you save for. Delicious. You don't know about me? Well, quiz knows, quiz knows, quiz knows. You don't know about me? Quiz knows. Drake's still staring at the boobies, though. Wiener Schnitzel in and out, in and out, in and out. Wiener Schnitzel in and out. That's what a player talking about. Then he said the most glorious thing, and it was better than getting a diamond ring. He said, girl, call me Tupac. Picture me pulling, not rolling, but pulling with my pole in your lady thing. I'll jamba your juice. Dang it. I'll jamba your juice.
Dang. What were those two called?
Hospital Selfie.
Right.
And Taco Truck.
Nice. Very cool. When did you write those?
Hospital Selfie, I just wrote a few months ago because, quite frankly, I was seeing a lot of hospital selfies on Facebook. And I wasn't really sure exactly, like, for me, you know, I'm not one of those people that usually posts, like, you know, a lot of people will post, like, a gross gash on their arm or something, like a big bruise, and I'm like, why do you post that? I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
But then I realized it's because they want attention.
Oh, yeah. So you're like, yeah, that's fun. That's funny. You're just making fun of all those people in the hospital.
I know, right?
Yeah. Those are the best kind of jokes, actually.
So, yeah, I would actually love to do a music video for that one.
Yeah.
And try to do it at a hospital, but I don't know. Like, I obviously would not get permission to do it at a hospital.
Yeah.
But that's actually why I wrote the line about, like, you were just there to get the cafeteria food. Because, you know, I am sensitive to people, and I didn't want people to think I was making fun of them for being in the hospital. Yeah. And so the character in the song really isn't actually in the hospital. She's just trying to get attention.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that I might be able to pull it off, music video-wise, without permission because of that. Because that's the premise of the, you know, the song is sneaking around the hospital anyway. So I think I can make it work.
Oh, nice.
And then Taco Truck, I wrote a few years ago, actually, when I was single. And it's just, you know, an homage to those guys with those beautiful pickup lines. Like the things that we've been longing to hear our whole lives. Yeah.
What have you heard? What are some good ones?
Oh,
I only know gay pickup lines.
Why? Tell me. I want to hear them.
No, I just know the one. That's the only one that comes up to me. Comes to mind is if you're at a bar and you go up to a man sitting at the bar, you say, "May I push in your stool?"
Wow.
Because he's on a stool.
Wow.
Right.
That's so classy.
Super classy, right? Yeah. I bet that gets like a lot of dudes are down for that.
Oh.
But dudes are dirty, so you know they'll be into that.
That's true.
What are some pickup lines you've heard? I want to use them on some ladies.
Well, I would say the most common is it's so succinct. It doesn't even involve words. It's just the kissy faces out the window of a moving car.
Oh. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gross.
That's pretty bold.
Dude, there are so many times when they will actually like pull over next to you when I'm walking like down the sidewalk and start talking to me. And it's really, it's scary. It's like they're in a car. Yeah. So like I can't outrun them if I had to, you know, like, but you know, I got my pepper spray, so, you know.
Good. Yeah, no, good for you.
But yeah, it's,
hopefully you never have to use it, but I'm glad you have it.
Yeah, seriously. Knock on wood, knock on the guitar. But there's another big one. Like, I have this adorable little dog that, she's my whole world, and I walk her all around the neighborhood, and a lot of guys will be like, "Will you walk me?" Like, what?
Wow, that's great. I'm going to use that. Well, that's so weird. Like, already going to the kinky side. Like, take a girl out for a drink first. Come on.
Gosh.
Will you take me out for a walk? Damn, classy.
Walk you to the STD clinic.
Yeah, hey, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, those guys are, trying. So good for them.
They're trying.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, man.
Good on you, John.
When I was in college, I asked this girl out, and she was like, "Nah, I'm not interested." Props for ballsiness, by the way.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Yeah, my pickup lines when I was younger were so bad. Like, I used to go to this bar where a lot of USC girls used to frequent, and I was like, "Oh, hey, are you from USC?" And she's like, "Wow, is that your pickup line?" And walked away. Aww. And I was like, "Oh, the pain." Yeah, so I stopped using that real fast. I think it was like my first attempt. I was like, I'm going to give this one a go. Well, there's a bunch of USC people here probably. Yeah, no, that didn't work out.
She just sounds like a jerk.
Maybe. Yeah, that's probably it.
I think that's just a fine question to ask.
Yeah.
Unless if she was wearing a USC
She had the hat on, a sweatshirt. She was holding a flag. No, she did not. God, those were fun days, though, in my early 20s. I used to go out scoping, for them chicks.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Who plays D&D?
Yeah.
Up in here.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Let's D&D it.
Let's D&D it, guys. Anyone want to play some video games, which is actually now cool, apparently, with everybody.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't actually play video games, but I know it used to be a nerdy thing, and now it's not. It's more accepting.
Nerdy things are cool now. So.
Nerdy things are cool now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I don't know. People used to call me a nerd, but I'm not that nerdy. Like, I feel like nerds are actually cooler because they know a lot about certain things. That's cool. Like, I want to learn something, and so that's great. But like, I don't know jack about. I barely call myself a musician because I don't know anything about like guitar, models and names and all that sort of stuff.
Well, that's more of like being a geek, because the geeks are the ones who know all that stuff. Like, you can be a nerd without being a geek. You can be a geek without being a nerd.
How do you identify as a nerd?
Nerds are typically very book smart, like really like good at math.
I see.
Things like that. Great in school.
Yeah. And
then geeks are like really obsessive about certain things. Like,
I see.
Like, I'm a Buffy geek. I watch Buffy
the Vampire Slayer. Really?
Yeah.
It's my first crush.
Oh my gosh.
Loved her.
First
real crush.
I love her so much.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can be. You're good. You can be whatever you want to be.
Oh, okay. No. That's good to know.
I think dork is probably the one that you don't want to be.
That's like an Urkel, right? Yeah. You're like, did I do that kind of thing? Talking that way. Yeah, I guess I'm a nerd. I wasn't really good at math, but I was really good at English. Like, I could write essays. Nice. I was an English major. Oh, yeah, what was your major?
Women's studies.
Oh, women's studies.
Studied the ladies.
You studied those ladies, huh? Dad, that should be a good pickup line. That's a pickup line in the making. Hey, I took women's studies back in college. So I know everything about a lady. Did you ever read I'm only thinking of you ever read about Harriet Tubman? She's one of my favorite Americans.
I did a project on Harriet Tubman.
Really?
In like elementary school.
Dude, how badass was she? I feel like no one really talks about her.
Well, we do in Battle Creek, Michigan. We talk about her.
Okay, good. Yeah, good. No, I'm kind of fascinated with her. She's like my favorite lady person. Yeah, because I feel like she's still relevant to today. Because she one of her quotes, which still sticks with me, is the hardest part about freeing the slaves wasn't like the sneaking around and taking people away. It was convincing people that they were slaves, that they were not slaves.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the hardest part, and it was such a people don't know that they're a slave. Watch out for your touch. And I feel like that's where people are in today. Like they don't know, how deep in the shit that they are.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever thing that they're in. It's like like the Matrix. Also in a way, that's a metaphor for a lot of things. They don't really know that they're in the Matrix. Once you step out, you're a little more enlightened. Going in that cave or whatever that one philosopher said. I don't know. It's all connected, and I just connect very much to that and what she said and what she's all about. And love her. Anyways,
I'm gonna be thinking about that for a long time. You're right. It's so relevant today. Like, we are really all kind of like. I do encourage you to check out Shane Dawson on YouTube. He just put out a conspiracy theory video. He does a lot of those, but he just put out a really long one. I think you'll be into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shane Dawson.
Shane Dawson.
Okay.
He's cool. You'll like him.
Yeah.
And he's paying me to say this,
This is there's our advertisement time. Yeah.
But I like to go down those conspiracy rabbit holes.
Yeah.
And we are very controlled. It's sad.
What's your favorite conspiracy?
Oh, okay. It's gonna be hard to pick one. Oh my gosh!
What's one that came to mind when I mentioned it?
Is the moon landing real? Was
that real?
Really?
Oh,
was it?
I think so.
Know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because hey, it's really easy to fake things.
Yeah, sure.
It could have definitely been fake.
No, there's definitely a possibility. I don't know. I feel like I've done, because I saw that video or that episode or whatever special they had on Fox about the moon landing. Excuse me. Yeah, there's that burrito coming back. And yeah, I don't know. Because I wanted to do my own research, and I feel like it must have happened because everything the reason why we have cell phones and the reason we have a lot of the technology is all the research that NASA did to make things smaller, more compressed, more everything, so that we can get people on the moon. And I just don't know. With all the technology that we have, there is an actual thing. Don't get me wrong. There's still some conspiracies where I'm like, hey, that's pretty believable, or I don't know, but I don't know. With that one, that one's such a big one that I think I personally did my own research. I feel pretty positive. We got to the moon.
Good. I mean, eventually, but I don't know about that first time.
Yeah. Oh, that first time, really?
I mean,
for the whole Russian. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we were in a real rush.
Yeah. To get up there. No,
we weren't Russian, but we were Russian. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see First Man?
No.
A really good movie.
Okay.
Really good. Yeah. I recommend it. It's so dramatic. And you kind of forget how serious this shit was at the time, because people died and that one disaster, which was an anniversary actually recently, this past week. I think, and there's proof behind this, the Men in Black. That is a real thing. Whether they're disguising, they're either doing one of two things. They're either disguising alien existence or they're perpetuating that idea because they're doing something else, like the government's doing something else. Yeah, so either way, I think the Men in Black are a real organization that is hidden from the government, and they go out to certain areas to stop shit. I think that's a real...
I believe that.
Real
for
thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I would believe anything that you said the government is doing.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, what about 9/11?
Oh, man. Okay.
I mean, it was a horrible tragedy. Let's say that, of course.
Yeah.
It was awful what happened.
Of course,
but
terrible. Well, quick question. Have you seen the movie Vice yet?
Not yet. I'm supposed to go with my pops, actually. We're supposed to go. Yeah, why do you mention that?
Well, you'll see when you watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to give any spoilers because that movie is fantastic. But
did George W. Bush become president?
It was, it was a big. It was. How do I put this delicately? It just it kind of worked out for them. You know what I mean?
Oh, totally.
How horrible is that to say?
Yeah, no, but it really did.
So that's...
Yeah, oh, they totally took advantage of it.
Yeah.
Very much so. Yeah, I need to watch that. Oh, maybe I'll go tomorrow.
I like this meme I saw about something like... you're on Wikipedia looking up tomatoes, and before you know it, it's been 9 hours, and 9/11 was an inside job.
That's so true, though.
So true.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah, I've gone down those YouTube. Wells. That's why people think that the Earth is flat.
Oh my
God. Because of all the research that they've done. Are you a flat earther?
Listen.
Okay.
Oh my God. Tila Tequila is my queen.
Is she a flat earther?
Yeah, she.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I think I heard that.
She's got some interesting ideas about a lot of things. Very watchable. I check out her videos, but
really?
not really on board with what she's saying.
Yeah,
just watching for entertainment value with the
right.
popcorn.
Sure. Yeah. I was gonna say that's her whole appeal, right? It's not that people are. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure there are like super young kids that are taking her seriously, but for the most part, people are just kind of watching because it's like ridiculous.
Yeah. That's our whole. That's a brand now. Like that's where people are making money.
Well, that's our president now. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. No one believes in talents or anything like that.
I shed a tear.
It's a weird time. I think. I mean, I'm sure it's always a weird time, but just, I don't know. I think for musicians, it kind of sucks right now.
Especially because nowadays, everyone, like anyone who's on Real Housewives or anyone who's a YouTuber makes a song. That's just like, I'll just make a song.
Yeah.
I'll just be number one on iTunes. Right. Why not? I can.
Yeah, I can. So like, whatever. Yeah. And people dig it up, even if the song's good or not. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What were we talking about? I wanted to go somewhere. Theories? Yeah, conspiracy theories. Any other conspiracy theories?
MK Ultra is very interesting. And
what is that again?
The brainwashing.
Oh, and, yeah.
Mind control.
I think that is true. They have evidence for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And the government testing LSD on people and people dying from it. Horrible, terrible stuff.
I know you don't watch too much Netflix. Have you seen Maniac?
No.
I recommend that
okay.
too. Just in that vein. I'm not going to do spoilers.
Yeah. I'll check it out. Maniac. There's a lot. I got to write all this stuff down. Shane Black. Actually, let me look up this guy because I do like my YouTubers.
Yeah, he's cool.
What's his name? Shane what?
Dawson.
Shane Dawson. Yeah. Shane Black.
And he talks about Illuminati and stuff too, which I'm also very into.
He was the first one that came up. Yeah, no, I've never seen him before, but yeah, YouTube's reviewing mistake could cost Shane Dawson. What? No. Conspiracy theories with Shane Dawson. Yeah. All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah, you'll like it.
Any other conspiracies? We got a little bit of time to talk about them.
The one that he talks about in his most recent... Well, he talks about a few, but one of them is the whole, how our phones are listening to us all the time.
Oh, yeah, which is true.
It's true.
Yeah. And, our videos are recording us, on our cameras.
Yeah.
If you look at Mark Zuckerberg's personal computer, he has the thing covering it. So weird.
Yes.
So odd.
Yeah. We're living in Big Brother. I never watched that show, but I guess that was the premise, right? Is that they're
right. Yeah, everyone's watching us. Yeah. That's basically
it's real.
Yeah, it's real. We got a little bit of time left. Anything you want to say? What are you working on besides the podcast? Oh yeah, it's your podcast now. And your YouTube channel.
Yeah, my podcast, marygotsit.com. You can check it out, or on Apple Podcasts and YouTube. I do the video on YouTube and then the audio on the other things. So,
yeah. It was real cool having you, Mary, for reals, because I'm I was and still am a fan. Like back in the day when we saw you, we were like, oh my God, who is this person? For reals. And like, it was great. And then like you invited me, or there was somebody, I remember there was a show that you had and somebody dropped out and I was like, can I play? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, fuck yeah. Like I got to play with Mary Pascoe and Jonathan Zadek. It was so cool.
We love you.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
great.
yeah. No, thank
you. Of course.
I appreciate that.
The fandom is mutual.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
But no, it was cool. I feel like we've like seen you around, then we stopped seeing you around. So it was cool that like, oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you about was the universe and the universe kind of conspiring, putting people together because it was so random running into you all those times.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Yeah, and magic.
I am actually a very spiritual person, and I'm very into like manifesting things and the universe putting things in order. The Alchemist is one of my favorite books. I don't know if you've read it, but oh my gosh.
I haven't, but I've heard of it,
So bomb.
I should read it. I should get it.
Yeah. And I feel like, you know, you got to have your team, you know, to make it in this world.
Yeah,
and the
true.
universe is like giving us our teammates, you know, and like we're here to support each other, help each other, and lift each other up.
Well, let's work on something, Mary, in the future.
Good.
Let's do something. Yeah,
I
can edit things, and I like making music videos. That's my thing. Maybe we can collab.
Hey, you want to do the hospital stuff?
Yeah. that might be fun.
You want to get kicked off a hospital property?
I'd be down for that. I'm down to sneak in. I used to do. You know what? That I feel like that's what was missing. For last year, I had a weird 2018. I think we all did. But like I did a lot of music, but I still have this urge to like make video. I kind of stopped that, but I love it. I love it so much, and so I want to do more of it.
Let's do it. I would love to have your expertise. Yeah. Because I'm just kind of, winging it.
Well, it's cool. Well, thank you, Mary, and it's cool coming back. There's still a bit of time. Damn it. I can never tell. I'm getting used to this. You're like number 16, 15? Yeah, you want to play a song to close us out?
I'll play us out.
Fuck yeah. Let's do it.
Your smile lights up the room, my flower unfurls to full bloom. This is what I've been waiting for. Let's get to business, that means your drawers. I just wanna be your side piece. Your side piece, side piece, side piece. Don't give me a ring, not even on the telephone. Just a simple text will do at 4:02 a.m. Just type you up, just the letter U. Don't even spell out Y-O-U, and don't use a question mark. Don't you dare use a question mark. I'm your side piece. Side pieces don't get punctuation. No. I don't want to be your baby mama. I don't want to meet your mama, baby. I'm already in a serious relationship with Netflix. Oh, Black Mirror. Oh, Bandersnatch. Oh, wait, what? Oh, do you want to be my side piece? My side piece, side piece, side piece. Side piece. Not my main B, just my side D. Do you want to be my soul? Thank you so much for having me. This has been so much fun.
Thank you, Mary Pascoe.